Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again. This time we are covering some Fool's Gold. Just to get quickly to it, in this I rate the cover, the art and the story. The total is connected to the currency conversion and how much I believe each area is worth. Just a quick show of the currency conversion of the comic. As you can see, it's $3.99 in US dollars. In Australian, I pay for this in standing order price, not shelf price, which would be $7.15. So let's get to it. Okay, starting off with the cover. For the rating and how it works with the story, yeah, a 6 out of 10. Which is probably one of the highest I've given the Fool's Gold for Bendis in this. There might be another one where I've probably marked it high and forgotten about it, but that's neither here or there. How much do I believe the cover's worth? I think it's a 6, so probably about $1.75. That's in Australian dollars. I'll leave you to do the conversion on your side back into American dollars. So let's go to the internal art. Alright, this is a page not far from the middle. As you can see, good old double page spread. Not too bad. I like the lighting that's being used in this panel. But I'll get to the story afterwards. So let's move into another. As we move a little bit past, this is actually delving into a bit of a history into this new enemy. To be honest, there doesn't need to be so many word bubbles. It could have been broken up into maybe 4 paragraphs. As it does interfere quite a bit with the picture. So a rating for the internal art. A 4.5 out of 10. So in costs, probably $1.50. So that now moves the title for the artist a little bit higher. Now let's move into the story. Did the story have good identification with cast of characters? Surprisingly, yes, which is something I do like to look out for in my stories. Did it provide good locations for when it was needed? It did point out locations such as the Tower of Fate, the DEO, and there's a scene towards the end of the book which actually could have had a location added, but it wasn't there. So in that, it's a bit of a fail. But for the ones that were there, it would have made it stronger throughout the book if we knew, or if the reader knew where everything was taking place. So for that, just for rating location and cast, a 4 out of 10. What about time? Time wasn't really used a lot here. It was mainly seen in about 2 places. Again, also at the end, it could have been used. at the story. So a 4.5 for that. So what about comic references? Well, only one comic reference this time, but it's only in relation to a character, which is again at the end of the book. Was it strong? Well, it is if you want to go back and read through the mess, which is called Event Leviathan. So, overall for story, we got a lot of 4s in there. I'd have to say probably a 1.5 for the story. And that's being a little bit generous. I'm afraid to say 1.5 for the story. How much do I think the story's worth? 25 cents Australian. So, as we can see, the overall total is just under $4 Australian. Winner goes to the artist. Should you really want to pick up some real Brian Michael Bendis storytelling, let me recommend his Powers run, as he's also recently released a new graphic novel. It's better than what you're reading here. So just reminding you can't bank on Bendis at DC Comics, but you can bank on Bendis on his Jinx World. Check it out. Definitely check it out. Until then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. If there was something that you enjoyed about this story or didn't enjoy about this story, let us know in the comments. I did like the idea of the villain, but the thing is, sometimes there needs to be less word bubbles and more images doing the talking. And if you've reached the end of this video, which is now, you are awesome.